February 2017. Nice. My name is Piotr. Welcome in our Land of Trading educational live trading room. All right. We've got 30 minutes till Bank of England rate decision. Yesterday we had a FOMC, and most probably the important thing is tomorrow's non-farm payrolls. I mean important based from the dollar perspective. All right. Okay. So as we have 30 minutes to go with pound, let's start with euro dollar. Okay. Let's start with euro dollar. Yesterday, I sent on Twitter info when we were around this level. I post the info that there is a chance that the bulls will step in. All right. That's what happened. But I also posted that I'm not gonna be involved, right? I'm not gonna be involved. And then I get few emails from you guys with the request, okay, if I knew it that the bulls will step in here, why didn't I decide to go and step in with bulls as well? Guys, there is no simpler answer than this. Look at the risk. And I mentioned 830 as a first potential target. So guys, that was the risk. That was the potential reward. Oh, geez, not for me. So that's the reason I didn't take the long. Okay, because simply of risk-reward ratio was not good for me. Okay, so hopefully that explained. But what next with euro dollar? And that's very interesting because remember we do have this weekly line here, and looks like it's broken. But come on. We do know that's the weekly chart, and we do know that we have 36 hours to go. So there is a plenty of time for dollar bulls to step in and try to push lower to close below. But anyway, still taking to be very honest, taking into the consideration the failure here, there is a possibility that we are gonna to retest the top of that range sometime. So, okay, from that perspective, from medium-term perspective, all right. If we are gonna to close above this trend line, okay, the next week, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna to observe smaller time frame. I'm gonna to watch potential retest of this trend line, maybe a little bit lower, and I'm gonna to look for a long entry on euro dollar. All right, with higher prices to come, like top of the range. All right, that's how I see medium-term euro dollar. If we are gonna to close under this line tomorrow, then I'm gonna to look for selling opportunity from next week. All right, we should at least retest 105, 104.60 in that case. Okay, this swing low here. So that's how I see euro dollar medium term. Let's have a look what we have. We discussed it as well. Close above close above 62, retest, possible higher, right? But there is a plenty of resistances around. And if we are talking about the short-term trades, okay, there is a possibility if we are gonna to test 830 and we are not go higher than 25 pips above, so let's say max 855, and we see the failure, especially if we are gonna to see during the US session today. So failure around here, no higher than 855, 860, means that it's gonna be only stop hunting above 830, move lower, and then short term I may look for selling opportunity around 830 on euro dollar ahead of non-farm payrolls, okay, with 750, 730, 760, this levels as a target before non-farm payrolls. Because non-farm payrolls, even if it's gonna be even different way, we have to see huge beat in non-farm payrolls, and especially the earnings per hour. That's gonna be key in my opinion, not the headline. Headline is gonna be important as well, but this average per hour, that's what can create the inflation, right? If it's gonna be okay, then yes, we may try to push and close the week below the trend line. Otherwise, the sentiment, as we can see, sentiment on euro dollar is to the upside. So if we are gonna to get as expected, right, we may see the first reaction on euro dollar to the downside, but finally, at the end of the day, we may see higher prices. But that's something I'm gonna to update tomorrow. Once I'm gonna see what's going on after the non-farm payrolls. All right. So today 830, 855, max 860, 855 failure there. Then look short term to sell euro dollar to move back towards 760, 750, 730. All right. So I'm quite positive, mostly because of ADP, but as I mentioned last time, I do expect, because of my colleagues' research, I do expect quite good number non-farm payrolls. We get some kind of the confirmation yesterday with ADP. So short term, as I mentioned on Twitter as well, I don't want to be short dollar before non-farm payrolls, but also to be involved on long side on dollar, I would like to see some intraday stop hunting failure, and then that's gonna be a sign for me that it's time to join the short-term party to the downside. All right. So let's have a look smaller time frame. Okay, let's have a look smaller time frame and what I'm looking for. I'm looking for similar situation. I tweeted earlier, half an hour ago, I tweeted short entry on pound. Unfortunately, I've not been filled. They crashed very, very quickly. Anyway, similar situation. What I'm looking for is run towards the stops, as I mentioned. We have some daily line, green line here. We have weekly 830, all right? So I'm looking for run for stops. Some kind of the wedge, 1 minute, 3 minute chart, some kind of head and shoulders formation or double top short. All right? So some kind of the sign of the failure around here. And by the way, that's yesterday call on euro dollar that we may go higher. But again, risk reward is what it wasn't in my favor. So that's euro dollar. All right. Now, dollar yen, and here, as you know, I'm long. Yeah, I sent out what I'm doing today, few minutes before I send the pound call. All right. So based on what? Of course, last few days we do have negative sentiment, negative dollar sentiment. That's no doubt about it, right? But with dollar yen, we do have this huge demand on daily. Huge demand on daily. All right? And I'm aware that we may go as low as 111. All right? But what I took into the consideration preparing my intraday long on dollar yen. So on daily, there is a huge demand. And it's working for now, at least. All right. So then lower time frame. I took into the consideration this failure here. Run to the upside. Move lower just to retest this potential demand, intraday demand line within daily demand zone. Daily demand, intraday demand within daily demand. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, we saw the first reaction. We are trying to hold this demand. Okay. What I would like to see right now is a stronger close here, because what we need to see, we would like to see as soon as possible, we would like to see it move above 1260. Okay? All right, so we need above 1260 on dollar yen. So, last time, and the last thing, last time we agreed that we are within the range, right? I'm targeting this 140. I'm very conservative. I'm targeting this 1380, 1400. That's still very good risk-reward ratio, but I'm not gonna be surprised if we are here. I'm gonna to monitor this position, and if there is a need, I'm gonna to update on Twitter. No worries about that. But in case I'm gonna to stay overnight, I would like to have, and we are gonna to see any Asia action to the upside. Simply, I would like to be filled. All right. But if we, as we agreed last time, if we are within the range, then there is a chance that based on the market expectations into the non-farm payrolls, we are gonna to see some short profit taking, because we are at the bottom of the range. We are gonna to see some longs, so we may see higher price towards 114. 114, and that's the explanation why I decide to take the risk, because here the risk reward is in my favor. I have a daily demand. I have a possible intraday demand based on this line, yellow line. All right. We agreed that there is a possibility we are trading the range. We are at the bottom of the range. Let's have a look what's going to happen with dollar yen. Okay. Questions? No. Okay. Bigger picture, of course, as discussed last time, bulls needs to close above 1550, 1600. For us to say that, okay, sentiment has changed and we are going to see higher prices. For now, range, and yes, I'm aware that we may see and test lower levels, and for example, I don't know, average non-farm payrolls tomorrow could be the good excuse to push it lower, to try to sell dollar. Okay, clear? Clear. Aussie. Doing better than I expected, to be honest with you. So for now, especially after this strong overnight rally, looks like 7,750, 7,830 could be the case here. Okay. Again, we may at some point, based on this daily chart, we may agree that we have a trading range. So let's try not to chase the market. As you remember, I've been trying to sell Aussie something around here. I don't remember, was good as far as because of my sickness, been stopped out. Anyway, so right now there is no reason, because of this breakout. Most probably we are gonna to retest. We are gonna to retest the top of that trading range here on daily. All right. USD CAD. Oil is going higher. So dollar CAD as well. We do have a breakdown. We do have a breakdown. I'm not trading CAD that often, but we have a breakdown, and in case you are a bear, any attempt to get back, to move back here, so something around 30.70, 31.50, that might be your selling opportunity. But you have to be very careful. Once we get back and close day above the trend line, again, that could be the sentiment change. So you have to be aware. But for now, looks like clean breakdown. So we should see retest, and that might be the selling opportunity on USD CAD. For now. Okay. So we have 10 minutes to go on pound. So let's have a look on pound. And where we are. Just to be perfectly clear, there is no change on my side. I'm still looking to sell both medium-term intraday. I missed today the selling opportunity as I informed on Twitter. All right. Right now I'm waiting for the action to see any kind of the knee-jerk reaction to the upside, try to take the advantage of the failure at the top, all right? So based on this line, based on this supply here, right? What I would like to see after Bank of England, we may see one more attempt to go higher to clean all those stops, okay? And intraday failure above 2740, 2760, and try to move lower. That's how it looks like on that's how it looks on daily. We are testing supply on higher time frame. I would say no doubt about it. So let's switch to lower time frame. One of the reasons I was trying to sell before Bank of England, okay, this kind of the wedge, we were trying to break higher. We hit top of that wedge line, failure, we get back below, and that was my call. When we went lower, I've been waiting for retest. It happened just a second before I post and prepare myself to make the trade. So immediately I inform you that it's not filled, guys. Not to tell you that okay, we fought 40 pips and I'm great. No, simply I haven't been filled. So that might be the case. And that was the first reaction point, this intraday demand here. So market retest this demand, but because of this wedge, there is a chance that we are gonna to retest 2570, 2540. This possible demand, because that's the second point. We were able to put the line, and usually if there is any kind of the failure, market is trying to test second point. So what's the expectations? Right now, for me to trade the pound, I would like to have an edge, but there is a probability that we are gonna to hit 2680, something like this. And we may go lower. But for me, right now, for me to be involved, I would like to see bigger stop hunting, right? That would be a different story if I would be in the market. But right now, that's something I would say that might be the edge. If we are not gonna do that way, then I may try to trade. Of course, if alpha are gonna be so slow, because most probably we are gonna to see the fast and furious action. But something around 2680, that could be the case as well. Okay. So what we have on smaller time frame, we have this failure here. So on a smaller time frame, we retested already. But anyway, and here on the smaller time frame, you should be able to recognize why I'm waiting for higher prices. Because if I'm not mistaken, we may see some kind of we may have some kind of and that's not correct. That's correct. Some kind of the megaphone formation. We are right now within the more or less medium line. So what we may see, run higher, either double top here or head and shoulders. The first target with tight stop that could be very easy, achievable, good risk reward. Then lower, retest, and there you go. Or because of the medium line, we may retest it again. Something like this. We'll see. Simply we have to open one side, and yes, now it's what I was looking for. Jeez. Anyway, we need 3 touches to open one side, and we'll see. We've got like 2 minutes. Just the reminder, guys. We have a decision right now. 15 minutes later, we have a Draghi. 30 minutes later, we have a Carney. But our live trading room is going to end up around to 115, 130. So, all right. Then I'm going to make, if necessary, I'm going to make an up on Twitter. So, 2 minutes to go, 1 minute, 15 seconds. Good luck. Let's watch and see what we are going to get from Bank of England. That should be interesting. So we are trying to push higher. Dollar yen weakening, but it might be that we are retesting the broken trend line, and we will go higher. But let's focus on pound right now. We're going higher. So quick 30 pips up, quick 30 pips down. Unchanged. 0.25, asset purchase facility at 435 billion, corporate bond purchase at 10 billion. I don't have more for now. So looks like we have to switch to 1 minute here. And there you go. So for sure, for now, market makers took stops to the upside. Now they're trying to take out the stops to the downside. I'm not involved yet. I'm not involved yet because when I saw this reaction here towards 27, I thought that we are gonna to go higher to hit those stops to see what I was expecting to see. Shitty. Without us, without me, of course we took out the stops, another stops. So for now we have here and here stops are taken out. So for sure market makers earn the money. Good for them. So maybe they are gonna to give us a chance to see. We are testing this bottom line. Let's switch back to 5 minutes. Crappy. Without us. Okay, we're trying to take out this demand 30 minutes early, then 25.70. Okay. No, I'm not involved yet. As explained, when I saw 27, I thought that they will push higher. They didn't quickly move back. So Algos was quicker, faster than me. Not surprise. No, it's not a surprise. And right now, there is no reason to chase the prices because where we are on a short-term chart, 5-minute chart, bottom of possible megaphone. On the 30 minutes, 1 hour, we are within intraday demand. So there is no reason to try to sell the pound where we expect some kind of the demand, right? Come on, guys. Our time will come, no doubt. Or maybe not. At least not now. Come on. Now what we have to be aware of ABCD. Okay, Mark, 1 second. That's what I'm talking about. But we were a bit lower. So let's get back to our minute or 5 minute chart. Okay, even if we do expect lower prices, we have 1, 2, 3. We may go a little bit lower, but we have to at least retest 2680. That's how usually megaphone formation works, or at least that's what I've been told how it should work. It should work. So that's why I'm always trying to tell you guys there is no reason to chase the market. Very often, market will try to give us the second chance. There's no doubt about it. Okay. At least our dollar yen is trying to do what I thought it's gonna do. So retest the line higher. We need intraday. We need above 1250, 1260, as I mentioned before. And that's the quite good time for dollar yen right now, because really if there is a case that we are going to see the higher prices, so within the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes, the US guys will join. If we are going to see higher prices within the next 45 minutes into 2 p.m. CET, there is a chance that US guys are going to be involved on long side. We'll see. Okay, for now, just to before we finish, just to leave you with something. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, here. Come on. Okay, the demand here has been cleaned right now. Can you see? Done. So we know that intraday demand is done. Okay. Next puzzle. If this possible megaphone, if we are correct with this possible megaphone, right? So right now downside is open because it's 1, 2, 3. But after 3, we should at least see retest of something around the median line. It's, guys, important thing, it's not gonna be the touch to the point. It might be that we are gonna to see some kind of the redrawing, recrossing, whatever you want to call it. Right? So something around 27 looks like it's a still sell on pound. And right now, because of fast and furious action here, have to be patient and wait and see. And we need a good entry because we want to see, or we want to approach non-farm payrolls tomorrow, right? Different way. Let's say we sold at 27. We are not chasing the market. We sold at 27. And tomorrow, ahead of non-farm payrolls, we are going to be around where we are right now, 26. We did 100 pips already. But anyway, so then then being short here and ahead of non-farm payrolls, let's say we are here, all right, we have plenty of time to manage the position. We can close half, we can manage with the stops, right, whatever. Otherwise, if we are chasing the prices and we are selling here right now, let's say even you want to put huge stop because you think that pound is gonna be lower, but then when it comes to non-farm payrolls here, you are sweating because you are already underwater 50 pips. It's closer to your stop, further from your entry, and you are not gonna feel comfortable, right? So that's the reason I'm always saying not to chase the market. Again, why didn't I take 2680 as discussed? Because I saw quick, fast, full use action to the upside. So when I saw this one, I thought, okay, maybe as discussed, they are gonna to attack higher levels. They are gonna to attack those stops. It didn't happen. Quickly moved back below 60. There was, especially when doing live trading room, for me it was no time to enter. If any of you enter it, then congratulations. I didn't. So we're done with intraday demand here. The next target is 2570. And if we are gonna to go one way, then most probably we are done with pound for a day. If we are gonna to try to clean the stops, we may see the rally back towards 2670, 27. Shit, we retested this 2670, 80. Could be tough and challenge, but for now looks like, as I mentioned before, something around 27 is a sell. So what we are waiting for, we are waiting on pound, we are waiting for move back towards at least median line here. All right. Euro dollar, we may see higher prices towards 830, 855 as discussed before. Why? Because there is a pressure on euro pound. So pound is under pressure everywhere. So it means that euro pound is going higher as well, right? So this thing support euro dollar right now. It may help to push euro dollar higher, because look, we are going higher on euro pound. And as I mentioned on Twitter, I've been looking to sell pound USD, but as I mentioned as well that I'm looking to buy euro pound. And there you go, we are testing supply, intraday supply. Boom. So we clean the demand on pound dollar. Here is done. But we just testing supply on euro pound. Means that dollar is stronger, a bit stronger, in my opinion. But it may easily change within a second. No, I wouldn't go short here. Okay, very easy to explain, because we are looking always at the very beginning. We are looking for 1 to 3 risk-reward ratio, all right? And selling here, I have to check where I have the first visible demand, and the cluster is here. So there is no way that's the entry and risk, and it's not 1, 2, 3. No, not at all. Not for me, at least, right? So eventually, would be good to see the same action as on dollar, as on pound dollar, clean the supply, move back towards the demand here, and see the rally towards next supply. But it's not gonna be 1, 2, 3 as well, so then you have to switch to smaller time frame. It's 1 to 2 only. So then you may switch to smaller time frame, and you may look for buying opportunity eventually on smaller time frame. But overall, as I mentioned a few times, I'm overall bearish on pound. So I'm not gonna sell euro pound, right? As well. They don't wanna push back. So we may see stronger action on euro dollar right now because market may want to clean this supply on euro pound. All right. So sometimes, guys, we have to think out of the box. We have to take into the consideration different aspects, right? I wish it would be easier, but then everyone would try to trade forex, and we would have end of the world, right? So euro dollar watching 830, 855. Pound dollar watching move back towards 2670, 80, 27. Dollar yen staying long and looking for move back above 1250, 1260. Okay. What else? We discussed Aussie. And we know that right now looks like they're going towards 7750, 7830. That might be the case. And we discussed dollar cut here, the breakdown. Okay. I'm still watching dollar index, and right now we are 65 ticks away from 100. Doesn't look good, but we still have 36 hours. And I'm positive on dollar, as you see, with yen. I'm positive on dollar with pound. Doesn't look good with euro right now. It's all about this weekly line. So I wouldn't say that we have one-way ticket to sell the dollar only. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so I'm gonna to finish recording right now.